What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. All right, hey, I got a special guest right here in Ethiopia. Addis Ababa is where we at, to be exact. My man's coming from damn Erica. Put the D in front of America, capitalize the E. Damn Erica. For many of y'all who knows what that means, hey, the struggle is real. But my brother reached out to me, and I'm thankful that he did, because he's doing some very interesting things here in Ethiopia that I find that is very amusing. But without further ado, let me go ahead and have you introduce yourself, brother.
My name is Ronnie Franklin.
Okay, Ronnie, where you from, man? From the old West out there.
I was born and raised in Denver, Colorado.
Denver,
Mile
Colorado.
High City.
That's it. We see that Broncos hat you got on there.
And they suck right now.
Do they?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, man. I gave up them sports, man. Definitely. Man, you reached out to me, right? And we've been, chopping it up. You've been telling me a little bit about, how you wound up in Africa. Please share with the people, man, how did Africa come up? And we'll get into, you living in the motherland.
Well, living in America, after a while, you start realizing, why am I here?
Yeah.
And it seems like it's always a fight, a struggle, and the cost of living, the cost of food, it's just like you're working just to pay bills. It's like you have no life.
Yeah.
And you don't own anything. You may have a home, but you don't own it.
Yeah. The bank owns it.
The bank owns it.
Yeah.
Your car, you got a car note.
The bank owns it.
The bank owns it.
Yeah.
And so I started thinking there's got to be a better way in life.
Yeah.
And I started looking into the possibility of moving to Africa.
Why Africa?
Because everywhere you go, there's people like me.
There you go. Great answer to me. Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about, getting pulled over or possibly getting shot, just because of my skin color. And I've experienced a lot of things in America regarding discrimination. And it just gets to a point where you get tired of being sick and tired.
So, was it the rat race of working? Was it any racism involved? Was it, what was it? I mean, we know the cost of living, those stressors. But you as a black man, was it racism or, couldn't move up the ladder or
it was all of that. My background is restaurant management.
Okay.
And I was working for a company called Round One, which was owned by Chinese people. And for the amount of work that I was doing as a general manager of a bowling alley arcade that was making over $1 million a month,
Yeah.
they didn't want to pay me.
Okay.
And for my experience, and I realized that I've experienced that throughout my whole career. Being underpaid, being looked over for promotions. And like I said, you just get tired of it, man. And it just comes to a point where you have to make a decision, which way you want to go with your life.
So Africa comes up, you're thinking, I gotta get to a place where people look like me. One of the biggest questions I get from most people is that, how do you make that transition? How were you able to make the transition? I mean, did you have connections here? Did you just decided to go visit or what?
I have a cousin that he left America, he sold everything, and he moved to Kenya.
Okay, yeah.
And he built a complex in Kenya.
Nice.
With a 2-bedroom apartment with swimming pool for $90,000.
Yeah.
And after talking with him, I took a trip to South Africa, Johannesburg. met this beautiful woman, which now is my wife.
She's South African?
No, she's Ethiopian.
Ethiopian. They got some pretty women here in Ethiopia.
Ethiopian.
Yeah.
Habesha. And so things progressed, and one thing led to another, and I found myself in Ethiopia, realizing that I could actually live a shalom type of life.
Peaceful life.
And you know, I go out every day. It's like I can see my mother. It's like, man, that guy looks like my brother. That guy looks like, you know, that girl looks like my sister.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a simple life.
Simple life. So, in this transition, how long did it take for you to get over to the motherland?
It took me 3 months.
3 months.
It took me 3 months.
So you go visit your cousin or whoever in Kenya?
No, I didn't go visit my cousin in Kenya. I came back to America, make that decision to sell my house that was in El Paso. I sold my house. I sold my car, and I stepped out on faith and make that transaction.
What made you decide to go to South Africa?
I met my fiance there in South Africa.
I know you met her there, but you had to get there to meet her, right? Or did you meet her other means?
Well, no, I always wanted to go to Africa.
Yeah.
You know, and I wasn't sure what part of Africa I wanted to go to.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that South Africa was on the map.
Yeah.
And when I went to South Africa and I experienced, you know, being there on the motherland, things kind of changed for me. You know, it's just like, it just felt like I was at home. You know, maybe not in South Africa, but just being on a continent.
Yeah.
I felt, man, I'm home.
Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing but Africans down there too.
Yeah.
With about 7% of them Europeans. But anyway, so you wind up going because most people like to say it's a safe landing, or it's a
Right.
place that's more familiar with America, more westernized. So most people would go there and try to feel their way into Africa.
Exactly.
You want to meet an Ethiopian woman, and then she brought you up north here, and been loving it ever since.
Been loving it ever since. I'm never going back to America.
You never going back?
Never going back to America.
Ah, I hear you on that one. I hear you on that one, brother. So, okay, so you came here, and you said your background is in more of like cooking or
Restaurant management.
restaurant management. That's it. So, what are you doing with yourself since you've been out here?
Well, you know, I've started a business
Okay,
called Candy, Flowers, and Chocolate.
candy, flowers, and chocolate.
And it's something that's homemade that I do myself.
Yeah.
It was a business that I had back in America, and I brought it here to Africa.
Yeah.
To Addis Ababa.
Okay, so this is chocolate candy, a rose, and you do this here.
Yes.
You know, first and foremost, I love the presentation, man. I mean, I could tell, man, you do it quality anyway, you know, because I love the box anyway. This is the type of box you don't even want to rip up and tear it up. But you brought this here and you showed me just what you're actively in doing. How's this going for you? I mean, because you got into this business, you was doing this, you shared with me in America, and you was doing this with potatoes.
I started off doing potatoes. Yeah. I would carve potatoes into roses.
Yeah.
And I wind up getting a deal with Cisco Foods, making these potatoes by hand, which they would sell to restaurants, and they would cook it and serve it with a steak or, you know, with an entree or an appetizer. And that kind of played out because I started developing carpal tunnel on my hand.
Yeah.
And I woke up one day and something just told me to start doing it in chocolate. So I started doing it with chocolate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I love the creativity, man, of the mind that we all have, really. So you tapped them into a gift that you had and said, if I'm in here in Africa, man, let me go ahead and utilize this gift I got.
Exactly.
And so, you know, what I find amazing, because most people are going to ask this question, is like, how hard was it for you to start a business in Ethiopia? How hard was it for you to?
It wasn't hard at all. basically, I had made up my mind that this is a passion that I love. It's a creation that I created, and it's a gift that I have, and I wanted to show my gift. It's something that can be given for any occasion, anniversary, just because I love you, birthdays.
Therese, WhatsApp
Yeah.
video.
Hold on a second. I can cut that out. Yeah. Put on silent.
Like I said, it's
Yeah.
a gift that can be given for any occasion.
So yeah. Let's start over right there. So what do you? Yeah. So what do you make these for? What purpose are these for?
It's something different. It's unique, and it's a gift that can be given for any occasion. For anniversary, for birthday, for graduation.
Here they have a lot of holidays here.
They have a lot of weddings.
Weddings here.
A lot of weddings. Weddings are very big here in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
It can be given to bridesmaids, or
Hey, bro. You can make Christ's head off. That's all around here, right? Jesus Christ.
Right.
You get that down bad, or a cross in chalk, instant millionaire. But yeah, I like this flower thing. Yes, definitely.
Well, I did one with Ethiopian colors too.
Okay, all right.
The Ethiopian
Good.
flag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So now, with this, what are you doing with it? Selling it out there, or where is it?
Right now, I got an opportunity where I have it in a local store here in Gurji, Addis Ababa. The store is called All Mart Supermarket,
Okay.
and you can go there and pick one up, or you can go to my website and send me a message. The nice thing about here in Ethiopia, they can order and I can have it delivered to them.
Okay. What's your website?
Website is www.candyflowersandchocolate.com. But chocolate is spelled CHOCLATE, not CHOCOLATE.
I'll put it in the description, so it won't be confused. Just look down in the description, and you'll be able to find it. What I really love about this is that you left America, and you put your gift to work, put it to use, and you're doing business Africa, and you just started this, right?
You just started.
You just started. So we're going to do a follow-up next time I see you to see how well everything's doing, which I'm quite sure it will do well, because if you would go all out and you making this by hand, because you got this right here on the back of it says homemade, right? I mean, and so you're literally doing that. But, my thing, man, is that you all who think it's so impossible to come to Africa and start business, it's possible.
All you have to have is a dream and believe in your dream.
Many people ask me, the number one thing that I find why people are afraid to come to Africa and start business is fear. And they ask me this right here. They say, do you think this will work there? Do you think this will be successful there, this and that? And I keep telling people, it is you who are the success. It's you who's the one who's going to make this product work. The product is not the success without you. Many people think that, the opportunity. No, that is you, family. The opportunity is you. The success falls on you. And like my brother here, you turn around and you said, I'm going to use the gift I have and I'm going to give it to the world.
Exactly.
What words you got for brothers and sisters there that's left over in the West, in Europe, UK, Canada, all over the globe, who are thinking about coming to Africa? What word would you have for them to motivate and inspire them to make a move to visit here? Or if they wanted to seek out living, what would you say to them?
I'd say, first of all, decide what country you want to come to in Africa.
Do your
Visit.
research. Yeah.
Do your research. And I know not everybody can live in Africa. But definitely do your research. Come visit. And I think once you land on the continent, you'll have a whole different experience. You'll feel at home. And so it's up to you to make that move.
Yeah.
The continent is welcoming you to come home. I've never had a problem here. There's so much love here on the continent.
It is. It is. Well, y'all heard it here first. You can take his advice, you can pick it up, or you can kick it aside. But my thing is that at the end of the day, the choice is yours. This is your man. This is your
boy.
If he's a boy.
Think about it.
Go Black to Africa.
Think about it, 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 think about it.